Good evening, Dr. Nelson and my cohort siblings. I am very excited to give my concluding remarks of the semester. I think when I opened up the semester with my opening remarks, I was kind of discussing how challenging it is with the new presidential leader and the kind of uncertainty he may be making with his various executive orders from public parks to education. But despite that uncertainty, I know that we are all committed to the great work of our various educational institutions. Today, I came from a principal's meeting with a new superintendent, Misty Herr. She is the first woman and the first Hmong superintendent in our district, which is very exciting to represent the progress that we are making in the history and the future of our district. We are ready for diversity in our district, and hopefully that bodes well for myself as an Asian American woman leader in the district as well, and for the future students of color to be leaders in our valley, state, and country. Unfortunately, despite the success of her winning, she went through a very arduous interview process for a year-long process that was under tremendous public scrutiny, and it brought out the worst in our community, in our union, and the media. It is horrifying the amount of criticism and racism she had to face, and it's distracting from the work that we want to do in our schools. I believe it has motivated her to work harder than ever for our district, and it is a call to action for all us district principals, leaders, and teachers to work harder for our students and families. Though the politics are distracting from the country level to the district level, but unfortunately, it is the construct of our work. I actually chose this profession because I have a long history of advocacy and social justice work in my previous careers. It was not evident to me that I was working in nonprofits fighting to either preserve Chinese American history or an old historic building in our American neighborhoods. But through becoming a teacher and now an administrator, working for our children's education is the most meaningful work I have ever done in my life. It is such a blessing to see students learn, grow, and believe in themselves, to believe that they can literally make their homes and world a better place. What a privilege it is to be with humans at this stage in their lives. So, although the politics are intense, I do have the fear about my own identity, character, and behaviors attacked by the public, but we must keep focusing on our studies and work. We must stay grounded on the noble calling of the profession and persevere when times are challenging. It is so important we surround ourselves with people we trust, and we are committed to those same values, ethics, and quality of work at the schools and districts. However, we must also recognize that we are in a diverse community where we may be called to lead people with contrasting styles, experiences, attitudes, and behaviors. It is viewing these differences as an asset to our community, and through hard confrontations and discussions, we can rise through greater understanding if we are able to work through these conflicts. Through meaningful collaboration and reaching higher understanding, I believe we can achieve greater things and reform in our education. We must work through our differences, and we expect our students to understand their own identities and communities in a very complicated and complex community population as well. We need to be committed to equity, which McNair L. defines as understanding students' needs and addressing those needs by providing the necessary academic and social support services to help level the playing field so students can achieve their goals. We must recognize that our educational system is not perfect and will require ongoing work and improvement. So, as we conclude this semester, we walk out as individual leaders with unique skills, perspectives, and talents. Some may be adaptive leaders, while others are servant leaders. I myself strive to be an authentic leader with transformational goals. I hope we walk out in confidence that we can reform and adapt our educational systems to eliminate discrimination and racism so we can empower every one of our students to have better access to quality education and careers. I look forward to sharing our futures together as we lead our various institutions throughout the state. I am very excited through all we have learned together as a group and how we will continue to lead forward. Thank you so much.